I can remember walking along the Cooks River with my brother, a member of the Labor Party, and talking about the election loss and just saying the Liberals need to find a vision.
Yep.
They need to be able to articulate what is their vision for the future. They don't have one. What kind of Australia do they want to build? Yeah. They want to say no to everything. If they just want to say no to the voice, no to gay marriage, no to this, no to that, they're the party of no. So what is their positive vision for the future? They don't have one.
Last night we caught up with family. We're in Worcester at the moment, and hung out with the 40-year-olds, the 40-year-old English people, the early 40s. Felt very young. And it's so funny, right? Because I would never have spoken about politics before, ever. And B, probably they wouldn't have. And we were talking about how we are all, like, so they were like, oh, I probably, they're coming up to their election. Labor is messing it up hugely. After 14 years,
yes.
Awful Conservative Party, Labor still don't know what they're supposed to promise or do. And I said to him, look, because he said, I don't want to pick a political party. I want to pick people. This is what this 42-year-old pub owner has owned a pub for 20 years. And I said to him, you know what I want? I want everybody to be looked after, the vulnerable to be looked after. I want to pay adequate taxes. I want corporates and big companies to pay their proper taxes. And I want the government to care about people, not themselves. And he said, that's exactly. And he said, and you know what somebody's going to call you? Woke. And it's so interesting because he said, we didn't talk about party politics. We didn't talk about which side or which side we were on. We're talking about the results now. And I think that's where, like you look at, like you and your brother, right? Like we're talking about the same thing, regardless of what party we're supporting. But the political parties don't seem to have caught up with that zeitgeist.